Okay, for my grade level for the calculator activity, I chose to do 6th grade. The math concept is the CCSS Math Content 6 SPA1. It's recognizing statistical questions as one that anticipates variability and in the data related to the question and accounts for it in the answers. So for this assignment, most students would already know how to do ratios, so it would take about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm just doing a worksheet, and the things that they would need would be a calculator, and then this is the link for the website, and the worksheet is found on the website. The sample problem I did was what two ratios are equal. This is obviously not the kind of question that we would have for the for this content, but this is just an example of if you had a question above it. The answer would be 3 to 12 and 5 to 20. The way for a student to find out what ratios are equal that I found the easiest when I was growing up was to take 3 and divide it by 12, and that would give you 0.25 or 1/4. Students could also reduce the fractions down, but when they have bigger numbers, like 2 and 3 digit numbers, it would make it much easier to be able to do dividing the first number by the second number, and then that would give them the same answer if they're doing the same thing to all the problems. So, and it would also take away from the busy work that they were doing. I would suggest this only to eliminate busy work, not to completely to teach this initially. I would say to give this to the students as a way to eliminate some of the busy work when they're doing homework. And the website that I have is, this is a worksheet that they gave, and the student would have to fill out these tables. So obviously you're going to go from 4 to 12 and then 8 to 24, and one way that they could figure this out, because this is pretty easy, would be to use their calculator and divide either 12 by 4, which would be the easiest way to do it, and they would get 3, and then 24 by 8, which would be 3 also, then 36 by 12, which would also be 3. So then they would know to get the answer in this box, they would multiply 16 times 3. For some students, to eliminate the busy work, again, using a calculator is beneficial for this, especially at the 5th grade level. They should be able to do worksheets like this pretty quickly. An example that's the same type of thing as what I did was the two ratios that are equal. Again, like I said before, they could reduce the fractions down, which with these numbers would be pretty easy. 4 to 20 would be 1/4 or 1/5, and 5 to 25 would be 1/5 as well. So something like this would be more what the content is asking for, which would be 3 pink umbrellas to 21 green umbrellas, and 16 pink umbrellas to 36 green umbrellas. The student would have to take the important information out of here to get the answer for this, and by dividing, if they chose to divide this number by 3, or 3 divided by 21, which would give them a decimal, either way the ratio is still not equal. And so that would be the type of worksheet that I would use for the calculator activity. It's fairly easy, but with once the numbers start to get to a 2 and 3 digit number, using the calculator would be extremely beneficial, especially at a 6th grade level. And that is my calculator activity.